Martin Luther King Jr. was a Baptist minister and civil rights activist who played a key role in the American civil rights movement. He was born on January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia, and was assassinated on April 4, 1968, in Memphis, Tennessee. King is best known for his role in the advancement of civil rights using nonviolent civil disobedience based on his Christian beliefs. He was inspired by Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy of nonviolence and sought to apply it to the civil rights movement in the United States. King's efforts, along with those of others, led to significant advancements in civil rights, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which ended segregation and provided equal voting rights for African Americans. King's work and message of equality and justice inspired people around the world, and he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964. King was assassinated while supporting a strike by sanitation workers in Memphis. James Earl Ray was arrested and later pleaded guilty to the assassination. Ray died in prison in 1998. King's main objective was to achieve racial equality and justice for African Americans in the United States. He believed that all people should be treated with dignity and respect, regardless of their race or ethnicity. He worked to end segregation and discrimination against African Americans through a variety of means, including organizing and leading peaceful protests and demonstrations, delivering powerful speeches, and working with civil rights organizations. King was a key figure in the civil rights movement and is remembered as a hero and a symbol of hope and progress. His efforts helped to bring about significant changes in laws and policies that helped to improve the lives of African Americans and other marginalized groups in the United States. He was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964 for his efforts to bring about racial equality through nonviolence. Dr. King is most famous for his role in the American civil rights movement and his campaigns to end racial segregation and discrimination against African Americans. He played a key role in the advancement of civil rights through his use of civil disobedience and nonviolence. Dr. King is best known for his role in the American civil rights movement and his campaigns to end racial segregation and discrimination against African Americans. He is famous for his role in the advancement of civil rights through his use of civil disobedience and nonviolence, and for his efforts to promote racial equality through his leadership of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC. Dr. King is remembered for his role in the American civil rights movement and his campaigns to end racial segregation and discrimination against African Americans. He is famous for his role in the advancement of civil rights through his use of civil disobedience and nonviolence, and for his efforts to promote racial equality through his leadership of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC. His famous I Have a Dream speech, delivered at the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., on August 28, 1963, during the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, is considered one of the greatest speeches in American history. Here are a few famous quotes by Dr. King. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. The time is always right to do what is right. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. We may have all come on different ships, but we're in the same boat now. Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education.